around 100 millimetres of rain by the time we get to midnight tonight across the Cumbrian Fells, across the high ground. Most of us across, of course, this part of the world will get something like 25 to 50 millimetres of rain. Of course, not good news where we've got the flooding, but it is a situation of just wait and see. We'll see how the rivers react to this rainfall. Anyway, it's raining, of course, across Scotland, other parts of northern England, but the further south you are actually here, it's not such a bad day. It's cloudy. There is a bit of brightness poking through. 14 degrees, but remember there's that really gusty wind out there, especially on the coast. There's a gale out at sea in the English Channel, so perhaps it doesn't feel like 14 degrees, even though we are around about 5 degrees above the average for the time of the year. Now let's go a little bit further southwestwards and westwards. Some rain getting into Wales by the time we get to the second half of the afternoon, and quite a soggy affair for Northern Ireland too. We've got these pulses of rain coming and going through the day, so wet weather in Belfast this afternoon. Let's focus our attention to tonight. We have a very squally weather front crossing tonight. What does that mean? Well, very squally winds and very heavy rain. This weather front will be crossing many parts of the country during the course of the night, and notice how these arrows are packed very close to this weather front here. What does that mean once this weather front actually goes through? Well, what we're going to be talking about is very, very gusty winds. Quickly the winds will be picking up. You'll probably hear it if you're up at that time. Gusts possibly up to 70 miles an hour briefly, possibly damaging, and then once that weather front goes through, the winds die down, but it is going to be a short-lived feature. In fact, most of us probably won't even notice it, won't hear it, because it's going to be during the night. But it's this kind of situation where even a tornado is possible, an isolated one, similar to the one we saw in Derby yesterday, but it's exception rather than the rule. And as I say, most of us will wake up and think, well, what was the fuss about? Anyway, as far as tomorrow's concerned, we say goodbye to that squally band of rain. But talking about squally weather, it's still going to be a blustery day tomorrow with lots of showers packing into western parts of the UK and the south as well. A gale out at sea, not out of the question. A little bit cooler tomorrow. We're in a cooler air mass, and this process continues into Thursday. Blustery conditions, temperatures perhaps across northern parts of the UK back down to the seasonal norm. So we're talking around about 8 or 9 degrees, 11 degrees in London. That's it. Have a good afternoon.
Thomas, thank you very much.